everyone, it's me, Jason from AQuest Wealth Strategies.
Hey, Dave, it's Jason.
Well, I'm glad to hear it.
What we're going to be talking about in today's video is, are there any downsides?
Sure there are downsides.
So this is the 8th video in a video series about how amazing Roth IRAs and Roth conversions are. But, there's also some downsides. Some people think that those are huge and very important. Other people think they are maybe a little bit less important, but I think they're worth talking about either way.
Okay, fellas, let's get right into it.
The first is Roth IRAs cannot be rolled into your 401k plan. So your 401k may have a Roth IRA component to it, but typically 401ks are pre-tax, Roth IRAs are after tax. So if you have a Roth and you start a new job, chances are you can't roll that Roth IRA in. I don't think that's a very big of a deal, but it's out there and you should be aware of it.
It's no big deal.
The second criticism of Roth IRA, and specifically conversions, is if you do a conversion that's too big, it can push you into paying a higher Medicare premium. So Medicare premiums aren't fixed. They can go up based on your income. A Roth conversion adds to your income. So, for example, if you're single and you make $88,000 or less, you pay the standard Medicare premium.
Standard.
Right, standard.
However, if you're between $111,000 and $165,000, you're liable to pay an extra $59.40 per year. I mean, that's not the end of the world, but it's $700, almost $13. If you're married, those numbers are a little bit bigger. But just remember, when you do the Roth conversion, it's taxed at ordinary income rates. It raises your income, and it can affect your Medicare premium.
Now I know.
The third criticism of Roth IRAs is that you avoid a Roth when your beneficiary is expected to be in a lower tax bracket.
How often does that really happen?
This is actually, again, this doesn't happen a lot, but it's going to happen more and more. Many investors don't like to do Roth conversions because they expect their beneficiaries to be in a lower tax bracket than they are today. The traditional IRA is a little bit more efficient than a Roth when you are expecting your tax bracket to go down, right? Because if you do a Roth conversion now and you're a wealthy person and you pay 37% tax, your child, though, is a butterfly farmer and is only in the 12% tax bracket.
Enjoy! Embrace the butterflies!
It might make sense to not pay taxes on your IRA in your bracket and leave them to your child because it's actually more efficient for them to get it and to pay the income taxes at their bracket instead of yours. Again, I don't know why you would do a conversion if you were a wealthy person. It wouldn't make sense. No one would advise you to that.
It wasn't my idea. I was basically dragged to it.
But technically it is a drawback of the potential conversion that if you just do it on your own without talking to your favorite AQuest advisor or the CPA that we work with, and you just go do it on your own, that it could work less efficiently for you.
That would be bad.
The fourth criticism of Roth IRAs is that there are serious tax ramifications for the government. Most of our clients are not that concerned with that, but it's out there, right?
Oh, who gives a damn? Stealing all my Oreos.
So there are growing concerns that economists that future revenue is going to be lost because we're putting all of this money into the Roth IRA instead of IRAs, and income taxes are going to go down.
I've been really worried about that.
I wasn't worried. Right.
The losses stem from both Roth conversions as well as the option to make non-IRA, non-deductible IRA contributions and then convert them. It's called a backdoor Roth IRA.
That's all right. I use the back door.
So some people in the government worry about that getting money now, and getting a tax now, as well as not having that money in the future is a huge problem. There's also a couple of people out there. There are some people that have billions and billions of dollars. There's two people that have over $5 billion in their Roth, and they manipulated the system. Now what they did was not illegal, but the government is looking into some ways to maybe not allow you. For example, if you owned a company like Facebook and you're Zuckerberg, and right before you get a big valuation boost, you move a bunch of shares into your Roth IRA, and then it goes up 50,000%, in the next 2 weeks. I think the government is going to probably stop some of that, and they're not going to allow, for example, those private securities to be placed there, or even put limits on the total amount of a Roth that you can have, let's say like $10 or $20 million. So some people are worried that the government is going to have less tax revenue, and that's going to hurt us as a country. I have yet to meet the client, though, that says, I'm not going to do what's efficient for me and my family because I want to pay more in tax so that the government is going to be okay.
Oh, screw that!
No, so again, I would say that this is a criticism of Roth IRAs, but it's not really one that people have, that individuals have, I think, at their level or at their family level. So again, thank you so much for watching our last video in the series of Roth IRAs, Roth conversions, and if they're right for you. Please be sure and hit the like button. Feel free to share with your friends. Also over here, you can hit the subscribe button, which will help you see new videos that we post in our series. They'll pop up automatically for you. And if you have any questions after all of this about Roth IRAs, Roth conversions, and whether they're right for you, you can also contact us at AQuest Wealth, AQUEST, AQuestWealth.com. Book an appointment. It's totally complimentary with your favorite Quest advisor, and they will be happy to help you out. Have a great day.